Why didn't you help the elves? I guess that makes sense. It's still unfair.
The one elven god who's actually trying to protect us instead of trying to destroy the world. And you're not even an elf.
I swear to you, I did not ask for this inheritance. But to refuse would have been to lose Mythal for all time.
I mean, couldn't someone else have done it?
Just. The more truth I learn about our gods, the worse it all becomes.
I'd like to move on.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way, but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
He's a self-pitying monster. He's torn but doesn't know it. He's trying to help. Trapped. I feel sorry for him. Okay.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
I'll be ready.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you not even a tremor of doubt?
Wouldn't do me any good.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elgar'nan, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Survive the encounter?
Another fragment of Mythal, in addition to the one inside you.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces.
Oh god, I have to find like fragments of Mythal now.
The original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
All of that sounded great until I survived the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elgar'nan, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
It's like a giga boss.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elgar'nan and Ghilan'nain, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is Elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elgar'nan. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence.
Beyonce?
A guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elgar'nan. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than
Jalap
any
chips?
before them.
All right. That was a lot of fucking lore dump right there. Good lore dump, though. What a twist. So what's in here? Oh, shit.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
Are they fucking juicing me up for a Giga Boss? Ooh, it's a snowy area, too.
Getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
Oh, shit. Looks like a big old boss arena up there. And some tig old biddies.
That has to be her.
Will this be a conversation with words or knives?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanurus, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elgar'nan and Ghilan'nain have become?
Die, false god. You're not gonna help us.
Morrigan was right. Talking to you is a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries. Pathetic. You desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
Oh shit. He's a target. Oh, is that experiment B-52? Huh.
Everyone get ready.
Of course, she had to turn into a dragon.
Oh, level 45? Okay, I don't... I think this might be a later thing, chat. This is a Giga fight.
Spy trouble ahead.
Take this. Oh, she's vulnerable to this.
Get back!
Ow.
Syntech gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Big brother, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Ow. Stop it.
Understood.
Stop it. Doesn't hit that hard though, like, weird. Oh, my ult. Just dodged like all of it. Phase 2. Nia, thank you for the 39 as well. What's happening? Add phase.
Get ready.
Oh god.
Get out of there.
Yeah, I got it. 26, what up?
Get clear.
Ain't no way you're making that on time.
What do you get?
Our dots are doing so much damage.
Just say when.
I can't hit her. Oh, there we go. I can't. What the fuck? I'm stuck in her model. I feel like we're supposed to get a fatty execute there. I just wasted so much time being stuck in her fucking asshole. Nice, I framed it. You could double detonate. Did he explode the ads again? Explode after a while. They're not gonna attack? Ow. Oh god, that's a lot of shock. Gotta get my leash back up. Ow. Everybody's kind of fucks up there. So after she's weak to fucking necrotic. Ow. What the fuck? What level am I? 29. That was like way too easy. That wasn't even a close one shot. That was just destruction. I thought we were gonna get fucking gaped. Yeah, it was the hardest difficulty. I honestly feel like, I mean, mechanically it wasn't like that crazy, but I mean it was a little tougher. But I feel like the damage, yeah, I feel like the damage it was outputting was like 10% of what it should have been. Like we should have been getting basically almost one-tapped everything that hit us, but we were getting hit for like 20% of our HP. They're not built like particularly super tanky or anything, so Not sure what was up with that. That was meant to be like a
The
Giga encounter.
essence of Mythal the Protector.
I wonder if there's like multiple of these. Are still hitting? Yeah, we weren't reduced either. I wonder if that's because we're doing necrotic damage, which it was weak to, which helped a lot because we were pounding with necrotic. But yeah, that was weird.
All we need now is the right target.
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
Yeah, I mean, that was weird. Something definitely felt off there. The team defeated the Proud and Angry Fragment. With all that mattered them in battle, they now have a magical keepsake. The Kernel of her essence may be useful in a future fight. Yeah, that was a little bogus. That was a little bogus, dude. I do feel like our build and spec and everything was actually particularly very good for that fight. Don't get me wrong, but the numbers don't add up. Like we literally should have been getting like one shot by her shit. If it's anything like when we were level 13 and faced that 25 like random elite mob or Giga elite mob. I feel like she should have been having her way with our butthole. I got a unique amulet. 20% damage versus enemies in low health. Standard enemies are now always considered to have low health. Does not affect bosses. Defeating an enemy grants 5% ultimate. 20%. What is low considered? Oh. Yeah, I don't think I want that. Cool, though. Pretty sure someone thought so thought Mythal would join us eventually. She was better than the rest of Venuris. He made this place so she'd be comfortable here once she joined the rebellion. Now it's too late. Solus has sealed this place off out of grief. He won't let me in. I'm sorry, my friend. There was something left of the war. There was something left for the war to take from you after all. The last one. Same if you're not sure. Nah, I don't think it's better than what we're wearing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was supposed to be the equivalent of like a Valkyrie encounter in God of War, like that kind of thing, you know what I mean? But I think I legit think the numbers were bugged or something like that was not right there for sure. Something was not right there. I don't think we should have been doing as much damage, and I don't think it should have been doing as little damage to us. To be fair, I mean, the mechanics weren't that tough. They were fairly easy to like learn right away, and some of her melees and stuff. I just gotta get better at that. So I don't think that would have taken that many tries, anyways. Well, I mean, if the numbers were different, then the encounter would have been like 10 minutes long. That's a different story, I suppose. But yeah. Are you just a really good gamer? I mean, it's just, I don't know, something wasn't right. I've played enough of these games to know that was meant to be like a, ooh, shit, dude, ooh, scary big optional boss, but like, it wasn't that scary. Yar. Wait, what was that? On the map. Missives. After the Dragon Rook. Teresa is better worse than we thought. The responsibility in my house. Someone else in my house. Oh, we're supposed to be reading this? I haven't been reading any of these. So I was like, your mail, I guess. I think it's just RP stuff, yeah. The effect ends again. Deflect. Is this the immune? Yeah. Cool. All right, chat. I think this is a good time to hang it up. It's a little late. I gotta go do Mr. Cat stuff, and then get some bitch. Get some bitching. Plus we're like at the start of affliction damage. This is a pretty good home for us too, to be honest. If we can get the second tier unlocked, this is actually pretty progress for us with the duration, because then that'll give us, it'll make it easier to keep all the dots up constantly, which is a big deal for our build. Becoming a big deal for our build. In fact, affliction duration, stagger, defense. Rage Shun's not bad either. TBF. I don't think it's as good though. Who's this from? Morn Watch, Death Mask. Yeah. That's the thing now. Strike ability, damage. It's like a payday skin. It actually does look like a payday skin, that's true. Ranged. Bleeding damage is not terrible either. We do apply bleed now. 20% damage versus bleeding enemies and bleed duration. Necrosis damage. I mean, we could wear the necrosis and the bleed and have just giga dots. Also have this necrotic damage though. What are we wearing? 10% weapon damage is nothing to scoff at either. And then just some defensive stuff. Necrosis is like, no, it's dot. It's like the poison dot of the game, basically. Yeah, I mean, it could feed into the dot. And then we get 40% increased damage. I think we might want to do that. We do that. And we do this. Well, necrotic damage is good too. Necrotic ability damage versus health. Also, we need to apply dots like insta. That reduces the targets. I'm gonna have to swap weapons soon enough too. Okay. Hold on, I want to read one thing real quick. Hitting enemies with strike abilities applies an affliction aligned with abilities type. So this auto applies necrosis when we hit it. As long as we get one bleed, we just gotta get one bleed dot up and then just spam scythe. Basically. Cool. Alright. Alrighty, chat. I am outie. Thanks a lot for hanging out, everybody.